If I could hop in a time machine and go back to meet my 25-year-old, I would make sure that I have this one talk which is about money. When I was in my 20s and 25 years old, I never used to understand this aspect of financial management or financial personal development. I used to think it's a huge thing, it's something made for the rich and for the wealthy, while for me it's just to sit and survive on what I was getting. I did not have information that I can actually have multiple streams of income. I can start saving at my early age. Even if it is small amount of money, it could have built up and become a significant amount of money in my 30s. So if you're in your 20s, this video is for you. Or if you want to make change in your financial life, then also this video is for you. Stay with me, watch until the end to learn things that I wish I knew when I was in 25 that I know now. The first lesson is start investing sooner, even if it is a little. In my 20s, I used to feel like you need a large amount of money to be able to invest or make significant changes in life, and I was wrong. So if you are in your 20s and you are thinking, this money I'm making right now, it's small, it cannot make significant changes, then it is wrong. You can start saving a little, even if it's 100 shillings, 200, 500, you can start putting that money aside in a high yield interest account like a money market fund or in an index fund, where that money will grow as you continue doing your normal life, and at the end you can be able to use this money to invest in a business or to buy shares or invest in stocks. Warren Buffett did not become wealthy by chasing the hot stocks or the stocks that seem to be going up in a minute, but it was about the small progress, buying stocks that are affordable at the level that you are in financially, and then build up to that portfolio until it grows. If you start now, you'll be able to thank yourself in the future. That is, if you're in your 20s and you start buying stocks even for 1,000 shillings every month, and those stocks grow, you'll be able to thank yourself in the future. When you look at your portfolio when you're in your 30s, it will be better than when you could have started when you're in your 30 and you look at it when you're 40, because you'll be now 10 years ahead of your colleagues. The second lesson is don't rely on one source of income. In my 20s, I used to believe financial freedom will come in when I get a stable job that is paying me well and be able to live off that income. But I was wrong. Even if you get more money from one source of income, it is risky, because when it is affected or you get laid off, then it means your source of income will be affected. But when you diversify your source of income and build different businesses that can bring you income, then it means you'll be able to rely on different sources of income. When one area is affected, you will not go bankrupt. You will still be able to survive and figure out another business to start. So if you're in your 20s or you are someone who's looking to improve your finances or increase your income, then you need to start creating more sources of income in your life. Maybe it could be freelancing, it could be opening a business, it could be creating digital products online and sell them. Anything can work as long as it's a service or it's a product that people are willing to pay for. The third lesson is chasing more money will not make you happier. In my 20s, I used to feel like if I get more money, I will be more happy. If I get a job that pays me more, I will be more happy. But I was wrong. The true happiness comes in when you start building your wealth, when your money can work for you, when you have money that you can fall for, that is an emergency fund in the event that you lose your job. All these aspects is what brings you peace and happiness in life, but it's not making a lot of money, because making a lot of money is a good thing if you know how to manage it. But if you're making a lot of money and you're consuming 100% of what you're making, then it will give you temporary happiness, because as long as that job is there, you'll be able to sustain your life. But when something happens and you're not able to work, or the companies decide to lay off people and you are affected, then that means you will go into debt and you will not be able to sustain your life. So if you're someone who is concerned about your finances, it is high time that you figured out how to build your wealth as you go by the things that I keep on mentioning in this channel, like having a money market fund, investing in stocks, investing in businesses, having side hustles. All these things together can help you build long-term financial wealth. The fourth lesson is living below your means without feeling deprived. In most cases, when people hear living below your means, they tend to think is you will live in poverty, you'll not be able to have quality life, you're not able to live in a quality home or a house. But that's not true. That's also what I thought in my 20s. So when I could hear living below your means, I used to think you want me to live in poverty, but that's not what it means. It simply means managing your essentials and non-essentials to a 50 to 60% of your income, so that you can be able to save more money. It also involves, or it also includes, prioritizing the needs from wants and being able to know things that you need to purchase that are essential in your life and things that are just for emotional gratification. It's not always about buying the newest phone in town or the newest trending clothes in town, but it's being intentional. If a phone has been released and that you had that plan of buying a phone, then that's good. But if you have a functioning phone, you already bought a phone last year and this year they release a new phone and you still feel the need to buy that latest phone, then you need to check with your financial goals. The fifth lesson I learned is debt is not always bad. I used to think debts are bad because you keep on paying for the loans, you keep on paying for the interest, but not all debts are bad. Right now, I understand that there are debts that you can take to boost your current business that is already functioning and expand it to make more income, so that money that you're getting from your business, you can be able to offset your loan. Bad debts are the ones that you take for non-essential things, or things that are non-essential things that you can move by without them. And also bad loans are those you take which are huge and you are not able to pay them back. If you calculate your money well and your finances and you see like, I can afford this car, I can afford this big purchase and make those payments per month, then that's a good loan. But if you calculate and you find that you'll be straining, you don't have that money, you are just leaving it for the future, you are like things will fall into place and I'll be able to pay for that loan, then you are wrong. You need to keep those loan figures, your monthly paychecks or your monthly contribution to that loan in check, and make sure that you are also living a good life as you continue servicing your loan. The sixth lesson is track your spending, or rather track your expenditure. And this used to look like a big job, or it's hectic to track. How can I be able to track all my expenses? Maybe I buy something for 100 bob, for 20 bob. How can I be able to track these expenses? But the minute I changed this mindset and I've been able to track my expenses, it has given me a light in my finances and know this is where most of the money goes to, and I could make better choices with that money and invest it in somewhere else. So if you do not know where to start in your finances, is just track down your expenses the whole month. Just write down what you have been buying, and then at the end of the month go ahead and look at it so you can know where most of your money goes to. Maybe it's eat outs, you eat out a lot, then that makes your expenses go high. So the following month you can say, let me do home cooking, I can make good meals at home. Or you can even hire someone to make that monthly meals for you, or 2 weeks you hire someone, they come and make for you good meals, so you don't feel the need of going to a hotel every now and then because you already have that good food in the house. Another reason as to why you need to track your expenses is to know maybe there are subscriptions that you are paying for that you do not use them, or when you look at the whole month you have only used them once or twice, so you can cancel those subscription and divert that money to stocks, to investments, or to savings towards your emergency fund. One thing that stood out about this lesson is you budgeting and tracking down expenses is to know where your money is going and to direct where your money will go. With that, you'll be able to manage your finances and be able to achieve those financial goals that you have set for yourself throughout the year. The seventh lesson is one of the biggest financial lessons that I have learned is do not let fear stop you from taking risk. Every business is a risk. You want to start a car wash, that's a risk. You don't know if people will bring their cars there for you to wash them. You want to start to open a shop to sell things. You don't know if people will buy those things. You want to open a carpet wash. You don't know if people will bring their carpets for you to wash. So there is always that fear of you venturing into a new business and wondering whether people will actually pay for that service or product. But I'm here to tell you that do not let that fear stop you from taking such risks. You want to start a YouTube channel, you want to invest in a good camera, in a good microphone, then do it and start and be consistent in it. You want to start an Airbnb business, then start. Do not say people will not book. Nowadays people are not taking they are not taking rooms. I don't know, you just give yourself excuses as to why that business will fail. But do not let that is fear talking to you. So do not let that fear stop you from taking business risks, because it is from those business risks that you'll be able to enjoy the fruits in the future. You should be asking yourself, what if that business works? What if you open an Airbnb and it actually pays off? What if you open a car wash and it actually works? You see, you need to be on the positive side of the scale. But if you try something and it fails also, that is not the end. You have just learned one way of something not working, so you pick up yourself and start something else. Learning these lessons in your 20s or early in your life, it will help you set you up to financial success, because you will know what things not to do and things that you need to do to become financially successful. No matter the age that you are in, it is never too late to start with these habits and take these lessons and apply them in your life.